Welcome back to another video. In this video I will be showing you the upgrade kit that has been produced for the Cybertron Kingdom Ark and how to install it. So I'll begin with the eye upgrade because I've already got his head off. So what you get is this tiny little circuit board and battery, which are your eye lights. You do have to make sure you get them around the right way when you put them into this little box, because you get this little box which goes on the bottom of the eye light piece. So that literally tabs in and then hooks up like so. Now if I've done it correctly, it will light up out the front. To test this, you need to find the magnet that you get with it, because it is magnetically controlled, and then just I suppose I could have put it the other way round, so it shines more out the front than out the back. So I'll just turn that around. Not that it matters, it is just opinion. No, that doesn't work as well. Right, so it does have it does have a way it has to go, so I did have it right the first time. So they go like that, tab together. You don't have to take his head fully off, but I do anyway. So what you do is you get the back piece of his head and this, and you have to line it up and it will just slot in like so. So you have to have that bit at the top with the electronics facing down, so then it shines through these bits here. These two prongs are the eyes. Now this yellow piece, if you didn't notice, is actually new because it's 3D printed and is more cloudy, because this is the original that came with the figure and is a lot more translucent. So then all you do is get the front of the head and that just pushes on. But to put it back onto the figure, you have this little T-peg slot here, and on top of the figure is a mushroom peg. So all you do, if I can get him, mushroom peg, is you want to make sure you've got it aligned. Now this is the difficult bit, because you've got to make sure that it is fully aligned and enclosed before you try doing the screw up. There we go, that's just pinned on. Now, so in order to get to the screws, you have to make sure the head is looking directly backwards. Otherwise, you are not going to get a screwdriver into the back of his head. So I'll just quickly do that up. Well, I say quickly, they're not the easiest of things to get back in. But you have to make sure you put the right screw in the right hole, because I discovered that they are two different sizes. So if you put the wrong one in the wrong hole, you're just going to end up ruining it. I think that is pretty much tightened. Can't do that one anymore. That one is done now. There we go. So that is the only bit that you do up with a screwdriver. I might have to double check that screw because I think I might have just cross-threaded it. But oh well. So when that's done, you get the magnet on top of the head and it lights up. So that is that bit. You do get more parts. You get extra cannons, panel fillers for the flank, which also fill the back of his legs in robot mode. Now, they're not that easy getting on in robot mode, but they do fill this when successful. You just have to work out which way round it goes and not try bending his leg at the fire. And I believe that is on. Like so. So you can see the huge difference it makes. You do have that little bit at the top though, but that is for the knee bend. So yeah, that is actually one of my favourite parts for this guy. Now to transform you do have to take it off again, which some people don't like because it makes him a parts former. Now there is one more piece, but I can't show you how to install it because I've already installed it. But to show you it, I have to transform him. Because it is for the ship form. And since I need to turn him into the ship mode to do the fillers anyway, I thought it'd be easier. He does make a racket. Because he is 95% ratchet joints. Right, so this is the Ark mode. It keeps coming off tab, there we go. Right. Now the piece I'm going to show you is for the tower. So come back here and you get this little panel here which fills in the back of the tower. Now installing that is fiddly, because if you push it in too far you can't get it back out again. I had to get a screwdriver and try and pry it out, and it almost didn't work. So that is only about that thick, so it's literally not thick at all. So you could snap it if you put it in wrong. And the other upgrades you get, which I was mentioning, are these, the flank fillers. It is to these that the cannons will attach, but not all of them fit. So they peg on like so to give an extra 2 cannons when in the Ark form. Now unfortunately 2 of my cannons do not fit, and I will have to glue them. which I really don't want to do. So, to install these, it is fairly straightforward. You just have to make sure you've got it round the right way, because you need this little notch here at the top. So this is for the side here. And all you do is you have to pinch it slightly. It is very tough. I can't really bend it. But you have to try and pinch it just enough to get it between the two parts that are already in there. There we go. And then that just slides back, doesn't lock. It's a friction hold. So it is quick releasing, which is good for transformation. So if you wanted to just pull it off to transform, you can. And the other one just goes in just as simple. So with the upgrade, that is what it looks like. The only gap now is here. And that doesn't bother me, because it's hardly noticeable. So they are the parts that you actually do get for the Ark. I'm now going to try and fit the cannons, if they will actually attach, but I'm doubtful. Like that one will. That one will. So is it these two that don't? That one will. Oh, that one won't. Right, so it is the cannon that is at fault for being too small on the peg. Right, so that is what you end up with. Extra 2 cannons either side. And that actually does look really good. Now, I don't think they're blast effect compatible, but I haven't tried. So I'll leave that for if anyone gets the upgrade kit to go and find out for themselves, because I don't have any blast effects to hand. So that is what you get. This is a 3D printed upgrade kit that you can purchase on eBay. Now, I wasn't too sure whether or not I'd actually receive it when I purchased it. Only 2 weeks later it turned up. So I can't complain about that. Now, I didn't get every upgrade because there's one left for this figure, and I'm going to be getting that at some point, and we'll be doing a separate review for it, because that is the only piece that is done in cast resin. So it's going to be strong, it holds the Ark upright, so that's something to look forward to. So thanks for watching this video, and if you can, get the upgrades, because it does improve the Ark a lot. Thanks for watching. See ya.